Maybe you're used to big-scale movies. But like today's large-scale movie, that's pretty rare. This must be the highlight scene in the revenge shot. Hearty counterattack, a suffocating sense of oppression. Every second ignites the anger of the audience. Empathy points are directly filled. Facing the perverted robber who escaped from prison, cowardly boyfriend, partners who were brutally murdered. It is these beasts, the innocent girl, dragged into the dark hell, abuse, beating, killing. The scene becomes purgatory on earth. Parents grieve. It becomes a blade of revenge. Cozy holiday villa, turned into a place of vengeance. Every means of revenge is cruel. This is the movie. The Last House on the Left. Horrible start, filled with horror and despair. Punishment for evil. It's a terrifying hardcore revenge movie. Mary, who loves swimming, not only has a perfect body, also inherited the beautiful face of her mother Anna. She just graduated from college, followed her parents to a villa in the suburbs. They will spend the whole holiday here. Mary selects the pendant. This pendant was a token from her brother. Hope she's good at swimming, and the journey of life will be smooth sailing. It is also the appearance of this pendant. When she was devastated, it sets the stage for their parents' revenge. Mary came back from swimming, took a nice hot shower, changed into a cool and clean dress. She is really bored, raised with Mother Anna, going to drive to find her best friend. However, her mother felt that it was not safe, disagree with her going out. The father who is repairing the microwave oven. After hearing, just threw the car keys to Mary, and the appearance of this microwave oven. It is the prop behind Paul's murder. Mother Anna had no choice but to compromise. Paul also offered some money to his daughter Mary. You can see it from here. Parents are fond of Mary. Mother told, after arriving, be sure to call her to report safety. But her didn't know that after Mary left, plunged into the abyss of disaster. This is a supermarket. It's a girlfriend opened it. They haven't seen in a long time. And they were twittering. The topic has gradually become bold and exciting. Just then, a boy in a hoodie suddenly approached. Told them his name was Justin. There's something better than what they're talking about. Ruyan, who loved to join in the fun, became interested. Take Mary and follow Justin. 3 people came to a motel. Ruyan get off the bus, followed Justin into the room, and the gentle Mary was waiting in the car. After a long time, Ruyan had not come out yet. She took out her cell phone, only then realized that there was no signal here. Afraid that something would happen, Mary got out of the car to check, and this newspaper on the ground. It is the prisoner who is wanted. The appearance of this person pulled Mary into the bottomless abyss. Mary comes in. Seeing Ruyan were puffing clouds, also motioned for Mary to have a little happiness. Just then, Mary received a call from her mother. She told Anna that she was fine. Reassure her. They want to play something more outrageous. Then the door opened. The 3 people who walked in. It was Justin's father, and Uncle Rakuri, and father's girlfriend Lisa. Rakuri's unabashed obscenity. Mary and Ruyan panicked in an instant. Saw his son bring back a strange girl. The old man immediately locked the door. Scary gloomy face. Lisa is even more excessive. Walked straight behind Mary, reached out and started pulling her clothes.
We made the front page, that's what's going on. We figured they'd have. Now they got Sadie's to boot.
Saw the newspaper his father threw over, and it dawned on him. It turns out that his father escaped from prison. He also killed 2 prison guards on the run. Know the identities of several people. The 2 were completely panicked. Mary begged they to let them go, and vowed never to reveal the secret, but for them with blood on their hands. This commitment is just a deaf ear. Rakuri hugged Ruyan's neck, immediately took out the dagger and prepared to kill. The naive Mary also took out the car keys. As long as they don't kill them, you can give the car.
Paige, stay calm.
Damn it!
After Ruyan ran into the toilet to call the police, she found that there was no signal. She screamed for help. At this time, Rakuri had already kicked in the door. He ripped Ruyan off. Pick up her phone and smash it. After solving Ruyan, Rakuri rummaged through Mary's phone. As the phone was crushed, the last hope was completely dashed. She looks it with tears. Justin, but the cowardly boy was huddled, didn't even dare to say a word of intercession. Obviously he led himself into the trap. Now watch them fall into the abyss. Then they were forcibly taken into a car. Every time they resist, will be threatened. Mary, while they weren't paying attention, unplugged the car's cigarette lighter, burned Lisa. The car was a mess. Mary really fought hard to escape. She struggled for her life, but Lisa was still caught in. In a panic, the old guy slammed the steering wheel. The car suddenly lost control, hitting a tree with inertia. Finally stopped.
Fuck!
Ruyan sees the opportunity, fleeing forward desperately, call for help, but Mary was tightly controlled. Lisa and Rokuri are in hot pursuit. Ruyan, who was in a panic, fell down the hillside. She quickly hid in the hole. Keep quiet, for fear of disturbing Lisa and Rokuri. Right after they left, Ruyan, keep running forward. She finally saw hope. She screamed for help. Ruyan was knocked unconscious by Rokuri's punch, just as Rokuri was about to kill her. But Lisa stopped. She told Rokuri to keep her. Subsequently, Ruyan was carried back. Mary never expected. Ruyan failed to escape. This made Mary fall into despair. This old man is brutal, even his own son is ruthless, forcing his son to commit a crime. Fortunately, his son still has reason. Break free from man's hand. In his rage, he wanted to teach his son a lesson. He used to kill chickens to warn monkeys, pointed the anchor point at Ruyan. The next person to be murdered is Mary. The old man picked Mary up and slammed her to the ground. Mary was in agony, and Justin was shaking with fear. He didn't dare to step forward to stop the old man's crimes. Embarrassed Mary quietly picked up the stones on the ground, hit the old man on the head. Before they could react, Mary has run a long way. They who followed behind also caught up. Mary plunged into the lake. She swam forward. The film begins. Was the setting for Mary's escape? Because Mary loves swimming, this also adds a bit of confidence to her escape. Just now, the pendant was yanked off by the old man. It's this pendant. Let Mary's parents confirm. They are the murderers. Mary, who was about to escape. The old man who was driven over kept shooting. In the end, she was still hit by the old man. Fainted on the spot. Surfaced, after seeing Mary murdered. Was no sign of life. The old man left angrily. It's pouring rain. They hit it by mistake. Actually came to Mary's house. Mary's parents were having a candlelight dinner. Although don't know that daughter is currently suffering. But Mother Anna was always uneasy. Maybe it's a hunch. She told Paul, she is worried about her daughter now. Why haven't come back? The phone has been disconnected. Just then they heard a knock. Mary's mother thought her daughter had come back. Hurry up and open the door. It turned out to be the old man. Anna invited them in. Seeing them so embarrassed, pour them coffee. Paul is still stitching up Rokuri's wounds. Seeing how badly Rokuri was injured, Anna be skeptical. However, the old man said they were out to play. Was a serious car accident on the road. The car was also smashed and scrapped. After they woke up, found that the other party had fled. Anna felt something was wrong. She suspected that the old man was lying, because Rokuri's wounds betrayed them. Mary had already woken up. She didn't get hit. Anna kept calling her daughter, but it's always turned off. However, what surprised her was, the few people they took in, was who persecuted their daughter. After a simple chat, Justin wants to put down the water glass. When he came to the kitchen, and there was a picture of Mary on the fridge, only then did he react. So this is Mary's house. Seeing Mary's parents being so caring to her, guilt and fear made him tremble. Thinking of the cruel father who treated Mary like this, pain wrapped around his heart. He took out the pendant in his pocket, fell from Mary, while no one is paying attention. Placed on the living room table, facing Mary's parents. He lacks the courage to tell the truth. Anna settled the four in a guest room, went to the room with husband. She expressed her doubts. However, Paul felt that Anna was overthinking. Don't be paranoid. Just then, they heard the knock again.
Mary!
Seeing daughter like this, Anna cried in pain. Paul carried his daughter into the house. As a doctor, he forced himself to calm down. Daughter's life is in danger. He told Anna to get the first aid kit. He immediately examined Mary's wound. Anna rummaged for tools. Couldn't help but cry. When she looked up, saw the pendant at a glance. This pendant is always worn by daughter. Why are you here now? Recall Justin's abnormal behavior just now. Think of the wounds of those strangers. And full of lies. A terrible thought exploded in her mind. Heard my wife tell the truth. The anger in Paul's heart was instantly ignited. He looked at the people on the second floor with hatred. Look, dying. The tortured daughter. The couple decided to make their debt pay with blood. After taking out the bullet behind Mary, Paul and his wife make a series of revenge plans. Plan to get rid of them all and leave immediately. Paul went to the storage room and found the speedboat. But he didn't find the key. Anna also came to the kitchen, picked up the crime tool. However, just then, Ricori actually appeared. This startled Anna. The daughter was still lying. There's a picture of daughter on the fridge. If he finds out, all this planning has come to naught, and it's life-threatening. To procrastinate, waiting for the opportunity to start, Anna suppressed the anger with Ricori's teasing language. Ricori's lewd expression made Anna angry and resentful. She wanted Ricori gone. Gradually, Ricori became more excessive. He offered to ask Anna to fetch a bottle of wine. He wants to have a good time. Just as Anna went to get the wine, Ricori wandered to the living room, saw Mary lying on the table. He was shocked.
Son of a bitch.
Ricori got a bottle of wine. He chased after. Quick-eyed Anna grabbed the fruit knife. He stabbed Ricori. Ricori looked at Anna in shock. Then he actually pulled out the fruit knife. He charged towards Anna viciously. He punched Anna in the face, kept cursing. Anna kept resisting, pushed him out. Seeing the arrival of Paul, the injured Ricori is still his opponent. He ran to the window and shouted. Paul stepped forward and pinched Ricori's injured nose. Ricori was screaming in pain. He is very strong. Struggling, he throws Paul to the ground. Ricori, who broke free, crawled to the kitchen cabinet. Want to get a fruit knife. See this situation. Anna ran over and pushed Ricori into the water. After getting rid of Ricori, Paul and his wife went to the second floor again. Be careful not to wake them up. When they arrived at the door, saw Justin with a gun in his hand, and motioned for Paul get the gun. Paul pointed it at the old man, but it hit Lisa on the shoulder. The gunshot woke the old man. Paul was thrown out. Anna was just about to come in, was blocked by the door. Lisa pounces on Paul, fighting for time to escape. The red-eyed Paul grounded marketing and opened the door, grabbed Lisa by the neck. At this moment, he wants to get rid of them completely. It won't give them a chance to survive. Maybe this is the end of angering honest people. Anna, who rushed in, pulled the trigger. Lisa eventually died. Paul looked around. And then the old man hid in a dark corner. When he saw Paul, he suddenly appeared. The old man really worked hard to survive. Soon Paul was knocked to the ground by him. Triumphant, he kicked him downstairs. It's obvious. Paul is no match for him at all. The old man grabbed his neck, knocked him to the ground again. Paul's sudden counterattack caused the old man to stumble. Totally irritated old man strangled Paul's neck with an iron rod. He wouldn't let go until Paul fainted. Just then, his son Justin showed up. Just as Justin opened fire, the bullet suddenly disappeared. Now the old man is even more fearless. After he knocked out his son's pistol, cornered him, he actually stretched out the claws of son. Justin's eyes were filled with sadness and despair. Maybe in his eyes this is not his father. It was a demon. Just then, Anna appeared. After seeing that the old man was completely silent, Paul tied him up. First, he took his wife Anna, daughter Mary, and Justin is sent to a safe place. He turned around again. He wanted to give the old man a taste of being tortured. Let him also know what pain is. Then Paul pulled over the microwave oven he had repaired. Gently put the old man's head inside, and flipped the switch. As the temperature rises, the old man in pain is screaming. This movie was released in 2009. It's Greek director Dennis, a horror thriller directed by Iliadi, as a remake of the classic of the same name. It keeps the impact of the original, through the technology of new era cinema, completed on human nature. Deep thoughts on justice. The film cost $15 million to produce, but it was rated as R-rated Best Picture. Successfully earned $89 million at the global box office, and it's a metaphor for the limits of justice. Tell us, violence is never the answer, but it may be a helpless choice in extreme situations. When the lines between good and evil become blurred, when revenge and justice are intertwined, the persistence of human nature is particularly precious.